37. What? I'm 37. I'm not old.
Hello, viewing several. Here we are again. Today is just about me, really. This is something that nobody was necessarily wanting, expecting, anticipating, but I've been waiting for this since I knew it was coming out, and I want to listen to it for the first time with you guys and share it with you. Ethel Cain's new album's been released about 24 hours ago, and I had to wait, and I had to, stop myself from listening to more than what I already have. I've already listened to Nettles, and then I purposefully decided I'm not going to listen to anything else that comes out. I think another song came out. I want to say it's Fuck Me Eyes, Fuck You Eyes. Fuck Me Eyes, it must be. I've deliberately decided, no, I'm going to wait for the album because I want to experience it as a whole. In case it wasn't obvious, I'm a big fan of Hayden's work. I stumbled across her via YouTube with the video for American Teenager, was immediately intrigued, and that led me down the rabbit hole of Inbred, title track being one of my absolute favourites, and then on to the Golden Age, and eventually beautiful bit of vinyl for easily one of my top 10 albums ever. I absolutely love the storytelling, the artistry, the writing, everything about it. She did sterling work here, and that can mean one of two things. Obviously, this can either mean that this will be the awkward sequel, as it were, because or prequel, rather. We're continuing down the lore and the story that centres around Ethel and Willoughby Tucker. Tucker, yeah. God, I always get the name. I never remember the surname. Just remember Willoughby. I think that the events of this album, I don't want to get it wrong. I want to say it's pre, right? It's pre like House in Nebraska. This is the backstory before anything happens to him, and then subsequently to Ethel. So yeah, basically, I don't know what to expect here beyond. Obviously, Nettles is gorgeous, and just as an artist, I know that I'm going to enjoy, as a minimum, I'm going to enjoy what I hear. I'm going to marvel at the production. I'm going to be just melting at the sound of her voice. But I'm also going to be interested in seeing the storytelling aspects as well, and just wondering, as a whole, as an album, does this work in quite the same way? Does it hit in a similar or same way as it did with Preacher's Daughter? Because Preacher's Daughter completely blew me away. I still cry at the end of Strangers. Pretty much every time. Anyway, enough waffle, let's get to it. I've been waiting to listen to this, so I'm going to start now. And just to prove that you've bothered to stick around and actually watch this here introduction, if you feel the need to comment, please add the words or the phrase, Mother May I. And stick around to the very end for what some would consider a little treat, others would consider a punishment depending on how much of a masochist you are. Anyway, let's just get to it. I'm really genuinely excited. I almost don't want to start because that means it has to end. Ethel Cain with Willoughby Tucker, I'll Always Love You. Delicious sound.
Hold me, smell of mildew.
God, that tone.
I wanna die in this room.
devastating lyrics. Like her lyricism is just wonderful. I mean, just going into that register and saying the words, "Please don't leave me, I'll always need more, please leave open your most quiet door." Just, oof. Oh God. What can you say? It's so beautiful and haunting.
She was my girl first. I can see the end and the beginning of everything. And in it, you don't want me.
The echoey, reverberating tones of the guitar and her vocals hovering over it all.
Always love you.
A sentence you hear so often in music, in so many songs, but here it sounds so pained and so...
Not looking good, but did it ever?
The pace of it too, with this... ding, 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 ding.
I will wait.
Again, the tone of her voice, it's so dark and so sad.
I will stay the same and turn the page to find it blank.
Oh God, these lyrics.
I know you love her, but she was my sister first.
Jesus, Harriet Christ. That's how you're going to start us off. Rude. Fucking hell. Again, the lyrics, the production, everything about this is just obviously gorgeous, as I said. Beautiful. The lyrics, particularly towards the end there, I have to look them up, sorry. Like, that closing bridge or verse, whatever you want to call it. What was that line that really hit me? Yeah, here we go. You'll keep changing. I will stay the same. I'll turn the page and find it blank. Just except for my last name. I know you love her, but she was my sister first. The poetry of this, the stories that are being told, and again, I might still have to refer to or check in with reference points like Genius or something similar, just to get the full scope of the lore. But I mean, yeah, the sorrow and the longing and the bitterness, it's all evident in the vocals and in the lyrics, and the production is just lovely. As I say, it's a haunting opening. So thank you once again, Ethel, for making me feel awestruck and sad and just sort of, I'm heavy and light at the same time. I don't know if that makes any sense. Probably sounds stupid, but that's the sensation I have in me right now. I'm a sucker for the old piano whenever that comes in. The quality that it has, where it just feels like it's been recorded in this empty room somewhere on like a shitty tape deck or something, something from like the 90s. Just feels... And then you get the extra subtle layers of production coming in that take away that feeling and just give it a more cinematic quality to it. Not just because it's a piano, but because of the general feel of it. I'm in the house in Nebraska right now. I can see a dusty, decrepit room, dirty mattress on the floor, like specks of dust floating through, like you know, the light coming through the window and the dust floating there. The production. The artistry displayed with the production, it reminds me of when I listened to Perverts, the patience that's taken with a lot of her songs, actually, just letting there be stretches of time where you don't have dramatic shifts in tone, or you don't even have lyrics, you don't have anything except just the creeping, like there, just that slow build, and then not even a particularly wow sound, but just a like a distant roll of thunder and just a crashing sound, and this fuzzy dark ambience that creeps in. And this may well be just a full instrumental, I don't know, and if it is, great, because even her instrumentals are just wonderful to listen to. It's like slipping into a warm bath, not necessarily a very clean water, but just it envelops you, and it gives you this just sense of I'm in a particular time and a particular place, and you just get swept up in it. It's like sirens wailing, like an air raid siren. Willoughby, you have a beautiful but haunting theme. There's the piano again. Oh god. Now I'm picturing that same room, but it's filling up with smoke, or there's an earthquake, there's something happening that's making everything crumble or burn. It just feels like loneliness with rage and despair thrown in for good measure. It feels like it's getting louder and louder, which is, it's like a vice that's slowly pushing in. And yet still more layers, more sounds coming in, just building and building and building, never feeling like overwhelming. And I'm probably shouting right now without realising it, but you know, it's not like a din. It's something that I'm comfortable listening to, even though it is loud and it's intense. Ooh, gradual fade out. Wow. I could have had another 5 minutes of that. Or at least another 2 minutes. I could have had more, basically. I could have just listened to those subtly creeping, building layers of like distortion and the piano, and I could have just kept listening to that. Hello? Ooh, yes, we're having a little shift in tone. I almost expect a beat to drop.
She really gets around town in her own Cadillac, in her mom's jeans that she cut to really show off her ass. She's got her makeup done and her high heels on. She's got her hair up to God. She's gonna get what she wants. Her nails are heartbreak red, 'cause she's a bad motherfucker, and all the boys wanna love her when she bets her fuck me eyes.
Oh shit. What's going on here? What's going on? Right, we've got like, you know, that sort of synthy 80s feel to it, and that beautiful production on the voice, where again I'm getting the echoes now with that particular effect on the vocal and with the synthy part. I mean, I can't even think of what song it reminds me of specifically, but I've definitely heard the vocal tone before, but that particular quality with that particular production with the synth, I was waiting for a beat to drop, but it wasn't really a beat. It's like the sound, it doesn't need a beat, it doesn't even need a drum or anything to come in to keep time. The synth are doing, her vocals and the synth are doing all the work of providing the rhythm. But yeah, wow, okay, this feels again, dark, almost borderline playful. Lyrically, we're obviously referring to somebody who's, what was it, their hair up to God? Yeah. And the red nails and the fuck me eyes, like, yes, this is telling a story about a very particular woman who's got a certain style and reputation. Yes, please tell me more about her. Now, if I said that, now the beat has come in, but you know what I mean. It didn't need it, but.
Like her mama, before the drugs, she just laughs and says, I know. She really taught me well. She's no good at raising children, but she's good at raising hell.
Ooh, what a line.
Box, but it's no good. The boys can't get enough of her and her honey. Fuck me eyes.
Oh God, the timbre, is that the right word? The tone of her voice there, it's just, ooh, it's delicious.
Not a girl, she's just along for the ride. She's scared of nothing but the passenger side of some old man's truck in a dark parking lot. She's just trying to feel good right now.
Oh, it's so sad and dark, but it's beautiful.
But no one ever wants to take her home.
Oh, that guitar. Dun, 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 dun. Ooh. This sound is amazing.
And when she leaves, they never see her wife and her fuck me eyes. Nowhere to go, she's just along for the ride. She's scared of nothing but the passenger side. But no one ever wants to take her home. But no one ever wants to take her home.
Oh God, the voice. Oh, I don't even know what to say. The voice. She's just trying to feel good. The only way she can. Again, what do I say? What do I even say? I mean, Jesus, all of the choices there, production-wise, were just wonderful. I mean, that level, the use of the synth and when the guitar came crashing in, and I know I've said before that you don't even need a beat to this. The synth and her voice is enough, but then when the beat definitely didn't take away from it. Obviously, it just added to it, and it just built, and it just became more and more beautiful and immersive. And lyrically as well, this one almost gave me fuck you eyes. Why don't make me cry this early on? Just the story being told. You know, she really gets around town in her old Cadillac and her mom's jeans that cut to show off her ass. You know, the way she puts herself. I'd say she got her hair up to God and her nails heartbreak red. Just the fuck me eyes. Just paints this picture of this. Well, girl, as they say in this instance, this no doubt young girl, because there's a reference later to her not being old enough to go into the liquor store. She goes to church straight from the clubs. They say she looks like her mama before the drugs. Oh, she really taught me well. She's no good at raising children, but she's good at raising hell. Oh, God. Just so tragic. Like, because it's so... Nowhere to go, she's along for the ride. And then she's scared of nothing but the passenger side of some old man's truck in the parking lot. She's just trying to feel good right now. Like, that image of... Something I'm sure a lot of girls and women end up... I mean, not just girls and women, but, end up in this place where the only way they can express themselves is through going into either the Madonna or whore category, basically, and trying to experience joy, comfort, love, just trying to feel something good, and the only method that's offered to them by the people around them, the society they're in, is just to be exploited on some level, to be used, to be abused, to be treated like an object, and again, just going along for the ride. And yeah, just so dark and so haunting, but beautiful, really beautiful. Yeah, I don't know what else to say about it other than that was just gorgeous, and that's already going to be like a top 10 track for me from her. Just the way it built, the production, everything about it was just... I mean, those 6 minutes flew by. Again, similar to how it is with the previous. I could have done with more. I could listen to more of this. I could have each song be 10 minutes long. Just keep giving me the moments where the vocals inflect, and when she pushes up to those higher notes, or when she goes into that sort of lower drawl, or give me the synth, give me the crashing guitar, just give me all of it more. And yes, Nettles, which I am familiar with, but obviously will happily listen to and vibe out to again. I remember being so excited when I saw that this had been posted, and realising, or being reminded, that there was a new album coming. Well, releasing an 8-minute song as your opening gambit, your advertisement for, this is what I'm going to be putting out there. Not something designed to be played in a 3.5-minute segment on the radio. Everything about this intro, just that, and the strings, so subtle to begin with, and then just building and building, and and then, God, the tone of the guitar, doesn't matter if it's electric or acoustic, whatever a guitar's in play, the tone and the sound that they produce is just gorgeous. The song could just be this, but she spoils us by giving us an actual story and singing and lyrics too.
We were in a race to grow up. Yesterday through the day till tomorrow. But when the plan blew up, a piece of shrapnel flew and slowed that part of you.
Oh God, the lyrics and the storytelling.
The doctors gave you until the end of the night, but not till daylight.
Oh, what a line.
Till daylight.
That just...
I made a fool of myself down on Tennessee Street. It wasn't pretty like the movies. It was ugly like what they all did to me.
That lyric, the lyrics in this, that lyric, it wasn't pretty like the movies, it was ugly like what they all did to me. She's a genius. She comes up with just a way of telling a story, and through the lyrics and through the music, she just creates pictures that they're so sad, and they're so profound, and they're so dark, and they're all negative, in as much as they're not saying anything good or happy in the strictest sense, but it's so beautiful.
They did to me what I wouldn't do to anyone.
Did to me what I wouldn't do to anyone.
No, that's for sure.
God.
Wake up
lovely as well, anytime that she sort of goes into that high register even for a second and then brings it back down. That slight crack, that slight break, it's just oof. Now this, the really, really subtle drums that come in here as well. Build, ever so softly, and then completely different tone. Lovely. To love me is to suffer me. What a lyric.
Wishing I was the way you say you are.
That soft, breathy sound, it's like, it's so strong, but it's so fragile. The way that she layers with herself.
That picture on the wall you're scared of looks just like you.
That picture on the wall you're scared of looks just like you. The lyricism.
Maybe you're right, and we should stop watching the news. 'Cause baby, I've never seen brown eyes look so blue.
That build. Brown eyes look so blue, and then swooping in with this.
Think of all the
There's like 4 or 5 moments in this song that just make you go, knowing I'm half of you. Why is that making me so emotional? Out of nowhere, this tone, like, it almost feels wrong to sort of sway and bop to this beat, this rhythm, this flow, considering how sort of, And as with the intro, just let us have these haunting, beautiful sounds from the strings and the guitar. To love me is to suffer me. What a idea, what a expression of your sense of self. Oh God. I don't think I'd listened to that. I'd listened to that song enough, when it first came out. I definitely listened to it more than once, but to really, really sit like I do when I'm doing these reactions and really, really listen and sort of hone in on it, just reminded of the themes and the words and things musically that just make me feel like similar to how I felt with, in a different way, through a different method almost, but through the moments in Fuck Me Eyes where I just feel heavy and light at the same time. Like I'm uplifted by just how wonderful it sounds, just so brilliantly put together, but also the subject, the lyrics, what's being said just makes me feel heavy. And for some reason, every time I felt like I was going to get choked up by the knowing that I'm, that line about knowing that I'm part of you, that I'm half of you, like that just made me maybe want to go hug my wife. Actually, gave me a sense of I need to remember to give her a hug today. Jesus, Aiden, this is just I don't know how I'm going to get through the rest if more tracks are like this, if more of them are. I don't know, I'm just going to have to try my best. God, her use of sound, so subtle. That's just the hiss. Sort of staticky hiss, and then that barely audible. It's got a keyboard, piano, and that vocal sound underneath. It's creeping, and it's that sense of anticipation of what is coming. Something's coming. No idea when. Again, I'm taken back to most of my experience listening to Two Perverts, because you spend so much time just sitting in these sounds, sometimes borderline silence, waiting. Never bored, never like going, but just, yeah, anticipation, anxiety, just a sense of what's coming, what's being alluded to, where are we going with this? God, it's just as it was with Willoughby's theme, here so with Willoughby's interlude. I just want to sit in this. Sit in a darkened room with even more immersive headphones and just let this sound wash over me and let my mind go wherever. I hope somewhere there's like an accompanying visual piece that she's put together, because this is the sort of thing that, as much as I could sit and listen to it and just listen to it, I'd love to see what images she would put to this, because I can conjure my own, but I'd be fascinated to see what images she gives us, because maybe she does work and post it online of, you know, audio-visual pieces that are just sort of standalone. They're always fascinating, and again, just expressions of real art. It's for the art, not for the charts, as the phrase goes, I think. And again, we're back here. All that dramatic, overpowering sound melts away, and we're back to that, and then really, 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 really subtle, barely audible vocals and Willoughby's theme and interlude are just wonderful pieces to just get lost in. Yeah, what else is there to say? Sorry I talk so much at times, but it's just, otherwise you'd just be staring at me going, like, you know, just absorbing it. But so I just had to express some of the thoughts that came into my head. It's like that line in Apocalypse Now, where Kurt says something about like his vision, or like a snail crawling along a razor. Like it's threatening and violent, but it's so slow and it's so subtle. I don't know. I don't know if I'm making any sense. Apologies if I am rambling a bit here, but it's so amazing. You can go from the kind of almost the sort of ever so slightly pop inflected, because there was, you know, synth and a beat, but, you know, the kind of musicality that people are more used to, you know, with Fuck Me Eyes, or even with Nettles. You know, you've got very traditional and understandable instrumentation and lyrics and a song to latch onto, whereas with Willoughby's theme and with Willoughby's interlude, you just have you have music, but it doesn't feel like music that has, it's like a piece of classical music, you know, where you have movements and you have sections, but it's not like you have a melody that you can latch onto. You just have to sit in it and let it happen and let it wash over you. I'm really sorry if I'm rambling a lot on this one. I'm enthused, I'm excited, I'm on board. You just never know 100% what you're going to get sound-wise.
Pretty boy, natural blood stain blonde, driving, slasher flick again.
Sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off. Let me go back just a tiny bit. The pictures again that she paints with the lyrics, the setting, you can see the people, you can see where they are, and that vocal effect that immediately makes me think of Gibson Girl, but it's used in other tracks too. But that kind of layering and that kind of distortion, it's any mode that she sings in, anything that she does vocally is always captivating, always beautiful, always has an impact. And here with that creeping rhythm, I love like say the beginning of that sound. It almost sounded like it was tape warping, or there was the plucking of a guitar or some a stringed instrument that then the string is being warped and gives you that effect, and then just that steady rhythm comes in.
You walked down, you were singing, you tried to wait in 'cause you wanted just to tell me who you were.
Like that.
You wait if I have to make sure.
That sound, that yeah, ooh, that's nice. Those blinky sounds. I'll never be able to express how much I love her production choices.
Tender the row of your violets, with your eyes all over me,
Oh God.
watching, hoping the wind blows slowly so I can keep you. Grew up hard, fell off harder, cooking our brain, smoking that shit your daddy smoked in Vietnam.
Oh, fuck. How many times can you shift tone and sound in one song, and each time it just...
You'd be a writer if he didn't leave all his hell for you, saying if you could you'd leave it all. When I rode home
crash of the crash of cymbals and the guitar. Oh, just and that bookend of the line. I can't mimic it. I'm sorry, but I love that choice.
said that you're in love.
Oh, I love it. Pretty boy. I love going back to that refrain of Pretty Boy. Oh, and again the tone shifts again, and the sound. The layering of the vocal changes as well. It's just so good. So many shifts, so many moments where things change up, but it's still very much the same song, and each moment is engaging as the last. And not afraid of a fade out, not afraid of just letting it drift away. God, all of the moments where the vocals change, when you had that. Again, it reminded me instantly of Gibson Girl, but I know it's a vocal effect that's used in other tracks too. And then going into that gorgeous high register again, almost out of nowhere, swooping in with the guitar, and again the sound it's big, but it's not overwhelming. It doesn't. I don't know. It's not overly shocking. It's more just. It's surprising in a good way, because I didn't see it coming. It didn't make me go, holy shit. It just made me go, oh yes, oh please yes, more of that sound, more of that crashing of cymbals and the guitar being really, really loud and really just sort of but not so loud that it overtook the track, and her voice just soaring. It's genius. And again, lyrically, the pictures that are painted and the setting always married wonderfully with the music. Just, you have a real sense of time and real sense of place, and you are completely swept up in it. And once again, just a sense of, I could have had an extra few minutes of that. It doesn't matter which mode we were in, doesn't matter which vocal effect was happening, which choice of guitar tone. Any one of those sections could have carried on for an extra minute or two plus, and I would have been very happy to keep listening. Ooh. I love an acoustic guitar, and I love the beginning. Always sounds, there's that slight hiss and hum that makes you feel like you're listening to a really old recording, like really low fidelity.
Sitting in the state plane, you with both your fists, and you're not scared of no golden door.
Oh God! I'm sorry. The tone of that guitar, and I think the bass there too. Just the scrape of. I do love that. I love the sound of an acoustic string, the scrape of it, and the plucking in between, and the echoey effect, of the vocal. The thing that's really surprising me is this is not a tone that I feel like I've heard a lot from her. I can't put my finger on what it is about the vocals that just feels different. It feels unlike any other mode.
No one should ever see their friend. They've known since they were just kids. Flung up and lighted on the floor.
God, tonally and vocal, it feels ever so slightly. I don't know if I'm just mishearing it, but it feels ever so slightly, almost off key. There's something a little bit jarring about the sound, because it doesn't feel like the notes are dead on. It feels, or maybe it's just because it's in a really obviously minor key, but you know what I mean? I don't know if it makes sense, but it's like you're just a hair's breadth away from a full rounded note. It feels discordant almost, even though it's clearly a set melody. I don't know how to put my finger on it, but something feels really odd about the sound, but that just adds to the atmosphere of it, you know. God, and as far as the guitar's concerned, I can listen to that scrape and that pick over and over again. It's just a sound I've always loved. See, even there with the note, though, get the occasional note or the moment that feels like it's just not quite, like it's out of place, almost deliberately, you know. It's not a 100% pleasing melody where each note follows exactly where you want it to. I don't know how to explain it. And now we have this sound coming in. With Willoughby's pieces. That's really interesting. The tone and feel of that shifted so much, you know, going from that fairly simple in the sense of, you know, it just felt like somebody alone in a room with a sort of warped poor, no, not poor, but, you know, not highly produced on the surface at least, quality of recording with just the scrape and the pluck of the guitar and again, something about her vocals just felt really different to me. I really wish I could pin down what I mean when I say that, but I hope it makes sense to someone. That just felt, the way that it was filtered or produced, or the something about it just felt different from other tracks on this album, at least, certainly. Jesus, and again, the lyrics. Interesting though, the way the vocals came in, I couldn't quite catch some of the lyrics in full because of just the way that she was putting her mouth around the words and the way it was being sung. It wasn't crisp. It didn't detract from it at all. If anything, it made it more interesting. Yeah, no one should see their friend they've known since they were kids foam up and bite it on the floor. You never need to call my name, though I love it all the same. That you're not scared of the knock on the door, or maybe you are. I wish I fully grasped what the story is. I mean, maybe there's already annotations or ideas floating around somewhere on Genius or whatever, but I don't know whether to come back to that or not, and figure it out at some point. Again, that familiar sort of hiss. I don't know if that's just the quality of my headphones or if that must be deliberate. Very subtle beep, like radar or from a radio, or radio towers, makes sense. A subtle sound that feels like distant thunder. It's just lovely and refreshing to hear something that's very deliberate, like a real choice to be, we're just going to let this play out, and I'm going to give you several minutes of chords that seem to stretch on forever, and subtle soundscapes that just ebb and flow and move along with no obvious destination. Like, you don't know when things will shift, if they will. I mean, sometimes you could have several minutes of just this subtle, lovely piano and that constant, really, really barely audible beep, beep. You can take all of the pure instrumentals, you know, lace them together and, well, meditate, have a nap, have a whatever, just let the sounds live in you. I have to stop myself from literally drifting off, not sleeping, sorry, but literally just forgetting that I'm doing a reaction, that, you know, I'm recording it and just enjoying very subtly and very quietly the subtlety and quiet of the piece. And now, right towards the end here, we're getting that discordant, this distortion that changes it. And we're not ending on the same note we began with, which I think then bleeds into the next track. So let me just get the timing right on the pauses as best I can. Yeah, man, this is amazing, because almost half of this album, it feels like, is not songs in the strictest sense, you know. With Preacher's Daughter, you know, we had the instrumentals at the end, or towards the end of the album, rather than dotted in between. Whereas here we have what, three? Yeah, at least three pieces so far, where you're just relying on her ability to create intriguing soundscapes and instrumentations that just, again, I don't know, I keep saying it, and apologies if I'm a broken record at this point, but they wash over you and they just live in your head, and all I really want to do is use these, and I may well do, as if I need an hour to just decompress and to just relax and maybe fall asleep, to be honest. But even if I don't fall asleep, I can at least just drift away and create pictures in my mind, and I can enjoy the sound and paint a picture with them. and there's other sounds creeping in.
Do you swim from your neck with the hope someone cares?
Jesus Christ, again, the lyrics and the tone of the voice and that, I mean, God, that line, do you swing from your neck in the hope someone cares? That's a gut punch, just that's so, oh God. And now, yes, we're, again, that sense of we're building, always very subtly and slowly, just the sound creeps in, really, really gently with that guitar and that distorted effect in the background, all the while that tone of voice that she has, that echoey effect, ethereal and beautiful. I don't know where we're going. We're only a couple of minutes in and we've got we've got more to go, and I don't know where this is going to go. Are we going to keep building and building? Are we going to shift somewhere else? What other gut punch lines is she going to deliver? And I'm sure that by the end of it, even though it's 10 minutes, I'll want more, as I feel like I do with most of her songs now.
I can lead you to bed, but I can't make you sleep.
God, these lyrics.
I've heard it before from someone who
takes you somewhere else. Again, that sensation of feeling lighter, feeling so, and yet so heavy at the same time. And I'm spending most of my time with my eyes closed, but it just makes me feel more in it. Sorry. So much happening, it's all so many layers. I'm trying to catch everything, but I feel like I might be missing lyrics, or it doesn't matter, the sound is so immersive, I can just let it happen. And then she just, fine, we'll drop all of that away, we'll just stop and come back to this. The marrying up of that with the sorry, you know, ooh, those two side by side. God, I love that. Just that word sung those two ways side by side. just going to be a video consisting of me with my eyes closed, swaying like an idiot. This wall of sound, I feel like it's again pressing on my head, but not in a bad way, and I'm probably shouting without realising, and I'm sorry if I am. What is there to say? I feel like I'm not doing much here except just enjoying this constant refrain with this skull pressing vice of sound. Okay, if there's anything there right at the very end, couldn't make it out. Oh, God, that was so rude. Jesus, Hayden, why? I'm over here vibing like an idiot for, Jesus, 3+, however many minutes, just being enveloped in that sound, hearing that refrain of forever, and then you just... It's rude. There's no other word to describe it. It's really fucking rude. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. I think we just need to close this out. I need to hear this final piece, which is longer still. I have no idea what to expect at this point, whether we're going to have another instrumentation, like another set piece like that. Is it going to be another piece that has, more lyrics and story, or is it a mixture of the two, which a lot of them are. Especially with that last one, it seemed like you were having a beautiful blend of story and haunting lyrics and beautiful vocals, and just letting the music also tell the story and build and build. So who knows what we're going to get here, but let's just get to it. Back with our trusty guitar, with that beautiful tone, that almost like it's underwater. I've got to not close my eyes so much, sorry.
My honey's heart is blue and a second of bed.
Cease to just...
Yeah, my baby acts cool, but they all know something ain't right. Something ain't right.
That's lovely.
Only acting less cool when he's walking with me. I hope we die today. Save me from another late night of red eyes.
Fuck these lyrics again.
But then the morning comes. They've been promising the lights as we beg for our lives, selling pages. Times we've been waiting on. Now the wait's too much, and I can't hold you anymore.
There's no convenient place to stop or pause, just for the... I think I'm just going to let this play out and not... What have I got to say? What have I got to add at this point? I mean, vocally again, starting off with that really, really raspy, sort of subtle, that lovely sound, which then gives way to that higher, beautiful tone, and the plod of the guitar, which then is matched and brought in with the drums. It's just hearing a story being told like this that can go on for, in this case, 15 minutes, but it could go on for 20+ minutes. I want to just hear her say things to me, and it doesn't matter if it's at this gradual pace throughout. I just want to hear everything, and I don't care how long it takes.
How much of a cruel year can you call my fault? Not even the memories are immortal. I liked him 'cause his rule was do whatever you like, and I tried. Alright, now I'll wear these scars for life.
Fuck, these lyrics again, just...
I loved you when it hurt inside too.
I loved you when it hurts. Just, every other line, there's something that's...
But in the low light, you know I'd do anything for you.
How can something sound so romantic and so sweet and yet so sad?
You know it's true, 'cause I've said it to you. And then sat and watched as you walked away from me.
Oh God, I'm gonna just be being punched in the gut for the next 10 minutes.
Yeah, you've changed, but did I ever know you?
Yeah, you've changed, but did I ever know you?
Hold you facing away from me. The air in your room never moves. Live and die by the TV. No one's watching.
Jesus fuck.
I've been picking names for our children. You've been wondering how you're gonna feed them.
Oh God.
Love is not enough in this world,
Love is not enough for this, for fuck's
but I
sake.
still believe it.
See, it's so...
Nebraska, dreaming.
Basket, oh God, it's so romantic, but it's so sad.
'Cause I'd rather
Tragic.
die
Tragic romance.
than be anything but your girl. I'd reach into your body and fix you if I could. Could I feel like this forever, forever, forever? Are you angry? Do you hate me?
I just don't know.
Darling, time may forgive me, but you know I'd do anything for you.
God, this might be one of the most tragic, romantic songs I've ever heard.
It's true, 'cause I've said it to you.
I know I said I wanted to keep it going, but I don't know if I could take another few minutes of it.
And then sat and watched as you walked away from me.
Oh, why did you walk away from her?
So I'd play till I cried, till I felt I might die.
Fuck, she loved him so much.
But it'll never be good enough, like I wanna believe it is.
as haunting, sad, and beautiful as the lyrics. It just amplifies that sense of just loss and longing and Jesus. I don't know, man. At this point, I don't know. I don't know even how to express it. Again, how can something so tragic and so full of loss be so beautiful? The theme of the album for me. Feeling elevated, feeling light because of the beauty of it, but feeling so heavy. Two different directions at once. Nobody but Hayden can take all of that. Just, there's so much song here already, but it's like, no, let's have more. Let's just have more time sitting in this swirling whirlpool of sound. I'm almost hoping somewhere in here there'll be some sort of, I don't know, happy note, but there isn't, is there? I'm sorry, I don't know what to say, or I don't know how to feel beyond just a weird mixture of sadness, of relief almost, and I don't know. Okay, yeah, sorry. Just to explain what I meant there, about a sense of sadness and relief. Basically, that persistent feeling that was really hammered home by the time we got to the end there with Waco, Texas. Of feeling so uplifted by the beauty of it, the joy of hearing just beautiful music, beautiful vocals, just great writing. That, coupled with just how fucking tragic and so empty and sad it sometimes felt, even when things felt more hopeful, where there was, because in the end it may be speaking, it really beautifully expresses love, but in the end the love is doomed. People aren't going to be happy and together by the end of this, which we already basically know anyway from the events of Preacher's Daughter, but it really hammered it home towards the end there. And once again, you have a better part of 10 minutes of devastating lyrics and beautiful music, but really just hitting you, and then letting it just play out for a further several minutes of gorgeous music, which then just culminates in that solitary, again, beautiful, but just almost hollow sounding piano, because it just feels like a lovely melody, but who cares at that point, because you have that sense of like the world's ended, because this love isn't lasting. Okay, so obviously overall, what can I say other than obviously I knew I was going to get something out of this album, because how could I not? She's so talented. As not even completely separate from Preacher's Daughter, just as a piece, it's, as I think is evidence, it's beautiful. It's so moving and so deliberate. Again, I love artists. I think I've said it before in other reactions. I love artists who are really, really purposeful in their choices, and like I say, like nearly a third of this was just letting music tell the story. Well, not even tell the story, just letting music be a part of the piece that gave you headspace to ruminate and meditate almost on these haunting, beautiful, sometimes creepy, just these sounds, and then punctuated in between by devastating at times lyrics, beautiful vocals, whatever mode or range she's in, she just communicates so wonderfully through, again, and the overall theme being just feeling sad, feeling lost, feeling a bit nostalgic, but mostly just this. I'm sorry, but I feel like I'm so inarticulate because I'm just feeling. I don't know. I feel tossed about in a tempest, and that persistent feeling of being raised by the beauty of it and being just punched in the stomach by how awful it all is. Knowing where Ethel's story goes, knowing where Willoughby's story goes, just knowing this is just all doomed and awful, and any brief glimpses of joy or happiness are just that, they're brief. The overall feeling is bleak and tragic and empty. So as much as I really enjoyed and loved the experience, as much as I did with Preacher's Daughter, because by the time we get to the end of that, that's again a similar feeling of just, I've been taken on a journey, but God, I feel so just drained and done by the end. But that's what makes it great art for me. That's why this is up there with Preacher's Daughter, in and of itself, taken completely out of context, not even knowing any of the story, any of the lore, anything. This as a piece is just a journey and a work of art that just, it does something to you, it affects you, which is all you could really hope for, even if the effect isn't wholly positive, because you do feel, like I do now, I feel a bit just sort of done. But that's the mark of a really great artist, I think, to literally impact you. This will affect me for the rest of the day. I really do need to go give my wife a hug, and I'll give the kids a hug too. I just feel like I need to hug people and just feel like warmth. And take a good chunk of time to just sort of decompress and, I don't know, find a happy place, and then come back to edit and play with it. So yeah, guys. Thanks as always. Please leave your thoughts and your feelings about the album, both within the context of as a prequel, let's call it, to Preacher's Daughter, and just in and of itself. What did you think about it? What did you feel? Just give me your thoughts, because I'm always curious to know. Give it a like if you liked it. But yeah, goodbye forever. Just to tell you that I made it real far, that I never blamed you for loving me the way that you did while we were torn apart. I would still wait with you there. Don't think about it too hard, or you'll never sleep awake at night again. Don't worry about me and these green eyes, Mama, just know that I love you, and I'll see you when you get here.